Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. I've been playing disc golf casually for years, but I'm still moving from having just a few discs to trying to fill all the spots in a full bag. I see all the cool kids around me throwing Firebirds, but when I try, it always fades too early on me unless I throw it on a flex line. I'm wondering what a good disc might be for a noodle arm like me that still wants a Firebird-esque flight.
Perfect.
For example, very straight and then a lot of lateral movement at the end and maybe even some big skips. Why are there so few options from all manufacturers for very overstable discs in the 7 to 8 speed range? Why did you?
But
Is it safe to assume that at my low arm speed, most discs will just act more overstable? I can throw my Eagle pretty straight. I just want to finish harder than it does. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe at my arm speed, I'm already getting all the finish that I can. Any ideas? Thanks for keeping it real.
Okay, so let me make sure that I'm understanding correctly. If you're throwing an Eagle and it goes pretty straight, but it's not fading as much, I think you answered your own question by you can get more fade. You're just going to sacrifice distance to do it. Overstable fairways aren't intended to fly super duper far unless you are the top
you have
guys.
the arm speed.
Yeah, unless you can crunch on them. What you probably want to do, since you yourself said you're at a lower arm speed, is find something that's in the neutral to slightly overstable range, and then get good at throwing that on a little bit of hyzer, because it's still going to push straight, but it's going to finish left for you. And actually, the higher you throw it, the more it'll finish left, because when it has a little bit more glide and less sharp overstability, you can get a farther left finish out of that. If I was going to make a suggestion out of the box for you, I'd say the Getaway would be a good one for you to pick up. That's less overstable than a Firebird, but will still go pretty far and get you some skip at the end. That'd be what I would suggest for you.
Do you throw a Firebird, Bobby? How about a Felon?
I don't throw a Felon.
That's what I meant, a Felon.
Right,
But,
no, I
you
do
do
not.
not throw a Felon. What do you throw for that type of a shot? Because it sounds like he has a similar arm speed to you.
And what is it now?
It's basically
It's like an overstable fairway driver.
overstable fairway driver. So if you need a couple hundred feet
And then sharp finish to
and
the
it
left.
just needs to go left, or there's a nice headwind, what are you throwing?
I've been throwing the Vandal. Now I know the Vandal's still going to have that straight shot, but I feel like it still fades nice at the end. The Escape, my Escape that I used to do that to me, but now it's really broke in.
Turns over more.
I do have a Maverick that is a hybrid, and it's fairly. It used to be one, or I used to have a Lucid Maverick that Robert gave me that was stable, and that way it could be straight, and then I know it's going to fade.
What do you throw that you know isn't going to go straight? That's kind of what I'm getting
That's
at.
going to go
That's
left.
just going to go left.
100%.
Oh gosh!
Do you have a disc in your bag that you do that with?
Probably not. No,
You don't even carry one like that.
I carry a Defender for like super high winds.
So Defender's probably what you would throw. I got you. I think the Getaway makes a lot of sense in that.
I've wanted to put a Getaway in my bag, but every time I think about it, I don't put it in there.
Yeah. Or even a Bio Felon would work pretty well too.
Yeah, Felons
They
scare
tend
me
to beat up
because
a little bit more.
Well, and that you're going to have the same problem that this
Exactly.
listener's talking about.
Yep.